It's Coach Greg Doucette, and I'm here to talk to you about Caster Semenya. Okay, I just heard that she got her appeal to the IAAF, I believe it's called, to be able to compete as a female, basically, and they're saying no, you are not a woman, is what they're saying. She's not a transgendered man. She's not a man who's transitioned into being a woman. She's the Olympic champion, a world champion. She's a sprinter, and I've followed this woman since she was young, and I was like, wow, she's so fast and all this stuff. And people were making fun of her, calling her a man and all this stuff. And this woman did not take steroids. She did not cheat. She did not do anything wrong. And it drives me insane that they keep picking on her over and over again. It really drives me crazy, okay? I'll give you the story so you can understand it for yourself and you decide what you think, okay? So to me, it's a huge discriminatory verdict. They have decided that because she has too much testosterone in her body, she has to take medication to lower her testosterone down to more like womanly levels to be able to compete as a woman. So despite the fact that she's female genitalia, she's a girl, whatever, they're saying, too bad, her testosterone is in a normal range for what a man would normally produce, okay? They want to force her she can't compete for 6 months, and she has to prove that her testosterone is below 5 nanomoles per deciliter, whatever, okay? 5 is like, for a normal girl, is like 1/2 to 2, okay? 5 is like, would be like a shitty guy that would need HRT. So like, most men are 10 to 30, okay? So they want her to be below 5 for 6 months. This is retarded. She's lived her whole life like this with testosterone. Now she has to be forced to take medication to decrease her body's testosterone. She was born like this, born that way, and now she has to be forced to take drugs to go against what God gave her in order to do the sport that she loves to do. Imagine that. LeBron James is 6'8". Are they going to force him to cut off his ankles so that he can be shorter to give it a more fair competition advantage playing basketball? If you're a boxer and you have like a 55-inch long arm, are they going to cut your fingers off so that you don't have an advantage to box because your arms are too long? Or let's say you're a power lifter and you got these short little T-Rex arms and you bench press and you go 4 inches and the weight's up. Oh, now you can't bench press because you have a genetic advantage to be too good at the bench press? Or you're a sprinter, 100-meter dash, and you have like 16-foot-long legs, like you're so tall in your legs, each step you go too far. Well, that's not fair anymore. You have to take small steps when you run? This is retarded. How is this happening? How are they ruling against her? I don't understand it, okay? I mean, they're basically saying you're not a woman because you have too much testosterone that God gave you to make. Of course, more testosterone helps her to run faster, but it's not her fault. She's not cheating. God made her this way, in the same way that if you're 6'10" and weigh 400 pounds, you're going to be better at football. You can't just say anybody that's too big can't play football. What's next? Are we going to tell the next 13-year-old kid that's 6'6", that's a superstar basketball player? Well, if you want to play basketball, you have to take these drugs to prevent you from growing any more tall, because it's not fair that you're so tall. We don't want you to have a genetic advantage over the rest of the competition because you're going to be like 6'5". You'll be able to dunk over everybody. Or 7'5". I don't care if they're 11'5". If God made you that way, so be it. If this girl has a full-on beard and 20-inch arms, and she wants to do a bench press contest as a woman, and she was born that way, she should be able to do it. Okay? Makes no sense. Okay? It's not like she's a man like me. I'm a man. It's not like I'm like, hi everybody, I am now a woman. I see myself as now a woman. I would like to compete in next bodybuilding contest as woman. And I'm just saying that just so that I can win, so that I go against girls instead of guys. I probably still wouldn't win against girls, but that's not the point. it's a different debate. This woman is born this way, okay? It's going to take, just to give you an idea, when your body is used to a certain amount of testosterone, it's like you're Superman. So she feels like she's Superman. Now she's going to have to run with less testosterone. She's not going to be able to train as hard, recover as fast. She's going to have to get used to a whole new training. She's obviously going to slow down, and she's obviously not going to win the gold medal anymore. So they've essentially said your whole life of competing and what you kind of see yourself for, because I mean, this is a world champion. This is like what she does. This is her passion. They're ruining it. They're taking it away, and they're going to be like, yeah, well, now you have to compete on level playing fields and you have less testosterone. So, it's not fair. What about if you're born with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, for example? They have unusually high testosterone levels. A lot of them have an increased muscle mass. You have a cancer or a tumor or something, and it grows and it makes your body make more testosterone, and now you can't compete as a woman anymore because you have too much testosterone. You have, say you're married and have kids, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, some cancer happens and your testosterone triples, and then you're like, wow, I'm getting strong. You're not a woman anymore because your testosterone levels are of the man's proportion. What? I have 4 kids and I'm married to my husband. What are you talking about? You can't just say that to people. It's driving me insane. Okay? How safe is it to make her take these medications? Is it even safe? Could it potentially decrease her life expectancy? We don't know this. How often do doctors give women drugs to lower the testosterone levels to low, and then how many studies are done on the 50 years down the road? What does this do? Maybe her heart needs that testosterone because it's had that certain level her whole life from birth. How does that make any sense? Now listen to this retardedness. This is just gonna shock you. She's allowed to run the 100-meter dash or the 200-meter dash with her current normal testosterone levels. So she can quit the event she's the best at, the 800 meters. She can't run the 800 or the mile. That's banned. But she can say, okay, well, from now on I'm going to run the 200 and the 100. Or she could run the 5 kilometer, the 10 kilometer, the marathon. That's allowed. You just can't run from 800 to a mile. Listen to the reason for this. Why? They did some studies. They did a meta-analysis of a bunch of runners and at the elite level, and they decided, ooh, look at these 100-meter runners. They all have normal testosterone levels. So that means that high testosterone levels don't help you run the 100-meter dash faster because the winners have normal testosterone levels. But then they did a test and they looked at 800-meter runners, and ooh, a lot of them seem to have higher testosterone levels. So testosterone must make you run the 800 meters way faster, but not the 200 meters. Let's use common sense that's up in here. When you run a 100-meter sprint, you power off the blocks, you go crazy, run as fast as you can. Having more muscle seems like it would help you go a lot faster. But yet it's not. Whatever science they use says no. So you're, as a woman, allowed to have as much testosterone as you want to run a 100-meter dash, so long as you didn't inject it in your bicep or shoulder, or anywhere, technically. Or you're allowed to go on steroids as much as, no, you're not allowed, you're allowed to be high-level testosterone and run the marathon because a lot of testosterone doesn't help you for endurance. So it'd be like saying, oh, if you're a bike racer, you can't do the sprint from 400 meters to 800 meters if you have a high testosterone, but if you're on the steroids, it only help you in the middle distance. It won't help you go sprint fast. And it won't help you go an hour fast. It only helps you go between 1 minute and 2 minutes fast. Does that make sense? No. Steroids are going to help you in the shortest distance the most, and it'll decline from there because obviously if you have big, huge, jacked muscles, you're not going to run as fast for a marathon. Have you looked at marathon runners? Do we need to know, testosterone is going to jack them up and it's not going to help them run fast? Or bike riders. Does Lance Armstrong does he look like me? No, he's not jacked. Having 50 extra pounds of muscle doesn't help you in the Tour de France. It's stupid. I don't get it. I don't. So they've decided She can't race. They've essentially decided she's no longer female. They've picked on her for years, and it's insane. Now, feel free to comment. If you agree with me, awesome. I love it when you agree with me. That makes me feel like I said something that made sense. If you disagree with me, then say why. Don't just be like, oh, she's on steroids. You didn't even watch the video. She's not on steroids. She's born this way. She's born, God made her have too much testosterone. And who am I to say too much? More than most women. It gives her a genetic advantage to be faster. So my points were, what the hell sport in the world do you not have a genetic advantage to be better than everybody else? What the hell in anything in the world? Doctors have a genetic advantage that they're friggin' smart. They're born smart. Their IQs are high. And then when they study, they learn faster than the people that aren't doctors. Not that doctors are the only smart people in the world, but you get my point. You know, genetic advantages help everybody. The super hot chicks, they get to date hotter guys because they're hot. They were born hotter. Yeah, if they gain 100 pounds and eat like crap and don't exercise, they don't look as hot as they could be. But you get the point. Your genetics help you get a long way in life. Her genetic thing that God gave her was higher testosterone, and then she ran and became awesome, and now they're saying no. Imagine, you're a hot girl. You have a genetic advantage over picking a better mate. Well, we're going to have breast reduction surgery for you, and we're going to have ass reduction surgery for you too, so that you don't have the sexy body that gets all the guys to like you. Does that seem fair? No! It's the same thing. Making a girl get a breast reduction is the same thing as forcing her to take pills to make her body make less testosterone so that she's a woman. And for all the girls who are there, yeah, but I got third place against her and I can't run against her because her testosterone levels are so fast and hard enough. I don't have the testosterone. So what? You get third place. Tough it out. Who cares? You got third. So what? When I played basketball and I was 5'6" and I tried to get the rebound and the guy 6'7" next to me jumped and I didn't quite get it, I didn't say, oh, but it's not fair. I need a basketball league where everyone's under 6 feet tall so I can get a rebound. So what? If I don't make the team, too bad for me. If they beat me, good on them. They're born better. If I study for an exam and somebody beats me because they're a genius, good on them. Photographic memory for you. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay? So comment below. Leave your opinion. Let's see what we can do. I have no idea how to help this girl. Maybe she can go and contest it again in court and all this stuff. But I mean, this is not fair, people. Okay? It's 2019. We have to stop being against people who are different. She's different from normal girl, average girl. No different than if you're gay. You're going to make fun of people for being gay? You're going to make fun of people because they're born as a female and they want to be a male and they feel... It's like it's in their body. Let's stop making fun of people. Let's be accepting. Let's accept this woman. We need to. Okay, people? Anyway, this is unrelated, but I am a coach and I do coaching for a living on how to be in shape and lose weight. Message gregdoucette@hotmail.com if you would like information on coaching. I'm not cheap. I am not cheap. Okay? Because I get 40 messages a day and 39 of you can't afford it. So if you're not poor, message me. Okay? And there's nothing against being poor. I just want to point it out so that I don't get 40 messages a day of people that can only afford $100 a month. Okay? Anyway. Subscribe if you like the video and click the bell button and let's be in shape. Yeah!